Hello, hello. After the breaking news video that I made about CoreWeave today, we have more with the shares of USA Rare Earth jumping about 20% as the US Commerce Department took an equity stake in the company. And you may be thinking, what are they doing? Are they investing in rare minerals all of a sudden in the government? And that is not the reason. I will explain why a little bit later. But before that, let's examine what happened exactly. As the Commerce Department will provide USA Rare Earth with a $1.3 billion loan and 277 million in federal funding, and they will issue the company 16.1 million shares of common stock and 17.6 million in warrants, as the Trump administration has taken stakes in several miners as they build a Western rare earth supply to reduce dependence on China. And this is the important part. This is why they are doing it here. They are not actually looking to invest in rare minerals. They are making a defense play. Just because China actually owns the supply chain for rare minerals, a lot of them, most of them actually, we're talking about like 90%. And so they have to send things over to China for stuff that they want to be made for them in terms of rare minerals. And so they're looking to make this defensive play sort of in order to be able to produce them locally in the US. This is a core thesis from the Trump administration, as you can understand. And so they said that the deal with the US government will turn USA Rare Earth into an industry leader and the stock soared. And we're going to examine the stock exactly because you're going to see some very interesting things about this specific company, which is brand new, frankly. It's about 3 months of three quarters of activity so far. And so they say that they believe they can raise the remaining capital from attractive sources and should assume that's you should assume that's equity capital, but that can come from strategic investments as well as institutional investors is what they're looking to do. As the US, what I told you, the US has been dependent on rare earth imports from China, which dominates the global supply chain, again, like 90% or so in many things. And Beijing tried to cut off rare earth exports last year during trade disputes, and they don't want this to happen in the future. So understandably, it's basically a defense play. But take a look at the company. This is USAR. USAR is USA Rare Earth here, which we have in our tool. By the way, guys, please remember to like the video. This helps a ton. And so USA Rare Earth today up right now at about 15%. And you will notice if I go back like a year that we don't even have a year. Like this is a brand new company. We don't even have enough data here for the company. It's brand new. And you can see it in the income statement. They only have quarters. Just because it's like 3 quarters. And notice this, total revenue, there's nothing. Is this an extraction error? Actually, no, this is a pre-revenue company. They don't make money. Right now, this company is not making any money at all. This is why also most of the values here are in millions or even thousands. It's a small, very, very small company that is pre-revenue right now. And so the US government is actually putting money here, a ton of money, in a pre-revenue company because of the things, the issues that we have, the bonds that they have with China, and they actually want to cut them off a little bit. And you will notice here some information about the SPAC. This company was a SPAC, for example, when they were formed. They were formed out of a SPAC, and it's actually interesting to see what I examined, what I saw earlier. It's interesting that the name history for the company was called Inflection Point Acquisition, which I found like a little bit of a funny name here. But the corporate history, you will see that there was a SPAC merger, and our tool tells you exactly what happened here for the SPAC merger. It was sort of like a SPAC sell here. But taking a look at the AI deep dive, which gives us information about the happenings of the company, even though it's brand new, we have the latest quarter, and you will see that the US government offers almost a $2 billion lifeline here with obviously major strings attached, understandably so, and massive $70 million share sale incoming, and that's the start. This is like the warrants and obviously the dilution that's going to be happening because of the government coming in. But the thing that I told you, no customers, no revenue, just a pile of non-binding handshakes. So how credible is management's ability to convert commercial discussions into binding contacts is what the AI has actually responded to us here. This is what the tool our tool does, actually reads the actual reports, generates these questions and answers them based on the actual report. And you can find the tool at stockinsights.com, by the way, stockinsights.com, and it's free. You can join for free. And revenue timing is uncertain. Treat early customer discussions as low confidence in models, is what they are saying, what the AI told us here, because basically they don't have binding contracts for revenue right now, other than the government funding them, for now at least. And so, yeah, that's what's happening here with the company. And you can see also what the AI is telling us. Does somebody want to invest in this? Frankly, that would be a very risky play. And you got to remember that these kinds of minerals, all these kinds of commodities, pretty much are sort of like trading material. And at times they will go up. They're cyclical. Some time periods they will go down. So they are gonna be sort of like a roller coaster. This is their nature, and the same thing happens with gold, silver, everything in terms of commodities. So be careful if you're looking to play this. It's mostly sort of like a trade, even though it could last for a few years. Eventually, all of this dissipate and the prices go down. It's the nature of commodities. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Please remember again to like. That helps, really helps a ton. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.